Cell phones in the classroom. Objective: teachers will analyze the pros and cons of having cell phones in the classroom in order to develop a cell phone policy that works well with their classroom management plan. Cell phones are one of the biggest distractions to students daily. According to studies, the average age to get a cell phone is 10, which means all grade levels from elementary to high school have to tackle this issue in the classroom. Sometimes cell phones can lead to power struggles in the classroom. Some students may refuse to stop using their phones, and it may become a battle of wills between the student and the teacher. Cell phones can waste valuable time because you have to constantly monitor and discipline students who try to use their phones during class time. Cell phones can be useful tools. Number 1, used during lessons. Cell phones give students access to tools and apps that can help them complete and stay on top of their classwork. These tools can also teach students to develop better study habits like time management and organizational skills. 2, incorporating digital platforms into lessons. Using social media can keep students interested in class and encourage them to participate in discussion. Some teachers create Twitter hashtags or message boards students can use during class discussions to share thoughts and ideas. This can be especially helpful for students who might not be comfortable speaking in class. 3, supplementing lessons with digital materials. Teachers can take advantage of cell phones by providing students with resources to find more information about a topic. This can include videos, news stories, online discussion groups, and more. Allowing students to access these sources in class can help encourage participation and discussion. 4, providing easy access to more information. Cell phones can give students access to more information. This is especially true for current events that have not yet been covered in school textbooks. The question remains, however, whether the use of cell phones in school outweighs the distractions they cause. It's a dilemma which teachers face every day. The drawbacks of allowing cell phones in the classroom. 1, they cause distractions and interruptions. When students use their cell phones to check social media and text their friends in class, it leads to distractions for those students as well as for their peers. This can cause disruptions in class, particularly if the teacher is constantly telling students to turn off their devices. 2, cyberbullying. Cell phones can lead to increased problems with bullying on the school ground. Cyberbullying can be harder to see than other forms of bullying, making it difficult for teachers to identify and stop it when it's happening. 3, cheating. Cell phones can be a helpful learning tool in class, but they can also be used by students to access information while taking a test, leading to cheating. Even if a student isn't caught, this can lead to him or her having a poor understanding of the material in the future and is unfair to students who studied hard to do well. Number 4, disconnection from face-to-face activities. While cell phones can help encourage participation by offering different channels, This can also lead to less in-person discussion and fewer learning opportunities. Learning to work together with others is an important part of a student's education and can be lost with too much dependence on cell phones and other digital technology. Kids find ways to break the cell phone rules. Students carefully hide their use through cordless buds, smart watches, Bluetooth speakers, or long hair paired with a hoodie. They use positional strategies such as putting their heads in their hands, rummaging through their backpacks, and using the restroom break as an opportunity to text. So let's explore a few rules and policies to put in place to help manage the use of cell phones in the classroom. Tips for managing cell phones in the classroom. Most school systems have a cell phone policy. Check to see what the policy is in your area before you devise a policy for your classroom. You want to have the support of the administration first, so ask an administrator for their advice and if there is a school rule or policy set up for cell phone use. Let's take a look at a few strategies that have been used successfully by teachers in the classroom. Use a stoplight management approach. A red button posted means no cell phones. Students should put it in an off location. The teacher should designate an off location, the upper right-hand corner of the desk and turn face down, away in backpacks, or in pocket holders on the teacher's desk. A yellow button means their phones are on and silent, maybe on vibrate, and placed face down on their desk. Students will be using them, but not the whole time. Having the phones in plain sight, a bit out of reach and turned over, allows the teacher to easily scan the room to see who doesn't have their device where it should be. It also makes it difficult for students to quickly peek at their phones because they have to turn the phone over and move it from its correct position, which is more difficult than when cells are hidden under desks. And finally, the green button posted means that students can have their phones turned on. The phone is on, but on vibrate or silent, faced up in a ready position to use throughout the class. Number 2, the cell, a locking cell phone holder that manages over 30 devices. If a student breaks the rule, their phone is confiscated and placed in the cell, which comes with a padlock. Number 3, the classic pocket chart. Assign a number to each student as soon as they enter the room. In goes their phone. Number 4, personal zip pouch cell phone holder. Have each student responsible for their own phone. They can tuck them away without worrying about them disappearing. Number 5, Christmas ornament storage box. The ornaments box has individual slots for students to place their phones. Number 6, having a charging station. Have a designated spot in the classroom where students can charge their cell phones. Number 7, chalkboard tray. Line up the cell phones on the board. Label each slot. Number 8, padded envelope. The student places their phone in the envelope. The rules are printed on the front of the envelope. The student keeps the envelope and can take it out at the end of class. If the phone is taken out before the end of class, the phone goes to the office. Warning: be careful taking phones from students. If you take a student's phone, be sure to tell the student when it will be returned. Possibly return the phone to a parent if this is an ongoing problem. Place the phone in a secure place. You don't want to be held responsible for a lost or stolen phone. Set an example for your students. If you want your students to follow the rules and limit their cell phone use in the classroom, you must set an example by limiting your own cell phone use. Students are more likely to follow the rules if you are doing your part too. We have reached the end of the lesson. Create your cell phone policy in the space provided in the workbook. Your vision, expectations, and rules will help guide you.